in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. AMP2.tv presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on amp2.tv. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
Well, hey, how are you? Welcome to Tell Us Your Biz. I'm Dawn DeMarco Book, and I am host for this evening, and I invited my dear, sweet friend, beautiful friend, Michelle Esposito.
Hi.
Hey. So, honey, tell me, you're with Brown, Harrison, Stevens, and I know you wanted to not necessarily talk about the market, but you wanted to talk about real estate as a business. So I wanted you to share what it is you do and why you do it, but also the business of being a realtor.
Okay, well, you know, a lot of times people think that, oh, I'm just going to go into real estate. I'm just going to go get my license and, you know, I just need the flexibility and, you know, whatever. But real estate isn't a job. It's a business.
Sure.
And you can, it's actually, you're an entrepreneur. And a lot of people don't see it that way because you have to hang your license with the broker. Mm-hmm. However, you can go get your broker's license and be your own broker. And then that's when they sort of feel like it's really a business at that point. But even before that, it is a business. And, you know, you can tell a lot of successful agents by looking at their calendar. And I tell a lot of the new agents that come in my office that I mentor and help out that, you know, there's things that you have to work on every day. You can, I could keep their schedule full. I could keep their schedule totally full with things to do to work on their business on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, you know, I grew up in an entrepreneur family. My mom was an entrepreneur, and I did the same thing. I ended up actually buying her business from her at an early age, yes, before I ever graduated from college. That's a whole nother story, but anyways, yeah, I mean, so when you look at the business of real estate, you have to think of what goes into a business on a day-to-day basis, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's, number one, it's customer service, right? It's marketing.
Yep.
It's finances. It's, you know, well, nowadays, it's different than when I started, you know, 20-something years ago. You know, it's social media, you have, right? I mean, you can't depend, I mean, you have social media as a free billboard.
That's like a job in and of itself, though.
Marketing is a whole nother job, and once you you still have to do it in the beginning, but once you get to a level where you could have someone do that for you, it's actually worth it.
And that would be wonderful, but not everybody can do that because that's not reality, right? Because I know with my business, I'm a single entrepreneur, and the challenges that we both face being single entrepreneurs is staying motivated, doing the things that we need to do in order to be successful, right?
Well, you said it just now. The first thing, it starts with self-motivation. I mean, what do you do every single day? What are your habits? What are your routines? What do you get up and do? What do you focus on? What do you think about?
Yeah.
You know, do you get up and focus on your business, or do you, and you're grateful and happy and you figure out a way to, you know, be on all day long?
Right.
Or do you get up and go, oh, well, I'll just do this, but I got this and this and this to do? I mean, how do you schedule your time?
Discipline. That's the other thing, because I know, and we do have a caller, so I want to grab her just in a second. discipline, because I know my studio's in my house. I am a jewelry designer, but my whole focus is to give back to charity. And we've raised over $110,000, and you've been a huge part of that.
Yes.
But
very proud of that.
just being, getting up and disciplined and getting dressed. I mean, literally getting dressed, putting my makeup on, and going to my office, even though it's 2 steps away. Right?
Yeah.
And just doing what you need to do to make things happen.
Well, a lot of people can't even work from a home office.
Right. That's
But
true.
my purse is actually a nice little sort of like purse briefcase. My laptop fits in it. So I don't necessarily need to be in the office. I don't need to have a computer supplied for me or anything like that. I travel with business everywhere I go.
Sure.
If I'm on the plane,
You have to nowadays.
If I'm on the plane and I need to work, I work as long as the internet's working on the plane. But,
and that's not always the case.
No. Yeah. So, I mean, so you don't necessarily, there are some professions that you don't have to, be in an office 9 to 5 or be or whatever it is, but it is about discipline, and you need to know that no matter what you're doing, you need to be working.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have Pam Cohen on the phone. Hey, Pam.
Hey, Dawn. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Pam. How you doing, honey? Thanks for calling in.
Wonderful. How are you, sweetheart?
We're good. We're doing great, actually.
Fabulous.
You sound awesome. You do. You have like sexy voices on the radio.
I've been told that. I'm sure you have too.
Do.
Well,
Very
hello.
sultry.
Well, I know. It's right. We can lay it on thicker if we need to.
It's so good to be here with you tonight.
Well, thanks. Can you sing us a short little clip?
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, real quick. Just
Oh
do
my
something
gosh.
real quick.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
That was gorgeous, and we were lip syncing.
We were lip syncing. we could have been on with Jimmy Fallon. I mean,
Oh, totally, totally. We would have been really rocking it, but I'm glad we weren't really singing because my voice is not good.
Hey, remember what we talked about? God's given us all different gifts.
Amen. Absolutely.
And you, my dear, are so talented.
listen, I just say sing. He wants you to praise
That's
him,
true.
sing, just sing.
I
It
only
doesn't
do
matter.
that in church, though.
Don't worry about the people who judge. You know people behind you in the pew that can hear you are judging.
I know, totally. And I understand, and they can see. I always say I'm so sorry, but I'm not really good at
sing.
singing.
He just wants you to
and I
sing.
do. Absolutely.
And you know what, one of these days, because you
but
keep
you've got
doing
all
it,
these incredible
he's going to
gifts.
give you the
You are
voice.
He's
so
gonna give me a voice. I don't know.
So amazing in so many ways. I was just going to say, all you ladies, if you're listening, get your sparkle on. You need to get your sparkle on if you haven't tried a piece of Dawn's jewelry, because, oh my gosh, I perform everywhere and I wear
She
her
does.
beautiful jewelry, and I don't just sparkle, I glisten.
Yeah.
I glisten.
Thank you,
And I
honey.
feel so beautiful when I wear your jewelry. It's so authentic and it's so unbelievably gorgeous and exquisite. And she knows I'm hooked. I'm a Sparkle of Life gal now. And for about 2 years, I've been wearing your
Sparkle
jewelry.
addict. We need some more of those.
I know.
Really, I'm addicted to
Absolutely.
Sparkle of Life. I am. She knows it. I know it.
Yep.
But
She's
you know
addicted.
what? People,
That's a good thing to be
pamper
addicted to.
themselves all the time with facials and manicures and pedicures, but they need to pamper themselves with Sparkle of Life. Let me
Thank
tell
you, girlfriend. I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome.
We'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay. have a
Thanks for
great
calling
night.
in.
Bye, Pam.
Bye, Pam. Yeah, in fact, Michelle has Sparkle of Life. She actually. Oh, wow. Okay, we have another call. But we, Michelle won that for a fundraiser.
I actually won a raffle.
I know.
I won something.
Yeah, at the Rosie Foundation, which was
Yes.
back in November, and she
Which we're
helped
on the
us-
board of.
Yes, both of us. Well, hello. Of course, I am. Hello. But yeah, so she helped me raise, and Carol O'Neill, our other board of director, we raised like $2,250. Yeah, we did. It was
Just in the
22
raffle.
Yeah,
Just
we were
in the
close.
raffle.
We were
Yes.
trying to raise $2,500, but that's when Mom and Dad went to heaven. But that's okay. That's all good. Okay, so we have another caller,
Oh,
and we have
Love
Elise
callers.
Barron.
I love callers.
Hello, Elise.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm just so happy to listen in and hear that people are talking about your beautiful jewelry.
Thank you, honey. You're so sweet.
Thank you. When I put on my jewelry in the morning and I put on your pieces, Dawn, I smile because I feel like I'm wearing something that was made with such heart and soul. And that starts my day off in a really great way. So I thank you so much. And I've been wearing your pieces for over 12 years now.
Wow.
Oh, that's very special.
That is a long time. Gosh, we don't look 12 years older, though.
Oh,
no.
Actually.
I'm just saying.
Look so good.
Oh, honey, thank you so much for calling in. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Wow, thanks, Elise. And by the way, I do have your bracelet fixed for you.
Okay, great, good.
Well, we're doing business on Tell Us Your Biz. We're telling we're telling our biz.
The reality of the jewelry business is sometimes things break. But I fix at no charge.
You break, I fix.
Hello. And I've had people who give their jewelry from other people to fix, and I fix.
It's like Nordstrom when the old lady brought back the tires. They don't even sell tires. They take the tires back.
I love that.
It's customer service,
right? That's what it's all about. And back to you and how you handle your business. And didn't you go to a conference at some point? Hey, Elise, I'm sorry. Thank you for calling in.
Absolutely. Wait, are you talking to me about a conference, or how do I handle my business? Was that directed toward?
I totally messed up. I'm sorry about that. Actually, I was talking to Michelle, but yeah, I know you do. You have a business. Do you want to just mention it real quick?
If I can.
Of course you can. That's what's Tell Us Your Biz.
30-second commercial, baby.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I'm with Purium Health Products, and they've helped me look, feel, and perform like a much younger person.
And by the way, she is absolutely gorgeous. Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Elise, are they gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, wheat-free, GMO-free?
Yes, all the above plus, and there's no third parties. The manufacturers in California, and they're exemplary. They give tours of their plants because they're the way you're supposed to manufacture these types of products. So, thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, honey. Thanks for calling in.
And thanks, Elise.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
So, to something she said. Oh,
go ahead.
To something she said, though, California actually has a proposition on the table right now about having a warning about things that cause cancer, whether it's wood flooring or an ingredient in coffee. So they're pretty strict on everything that they're working on becoming very strict on what comes out of there, what people are consuming. So I wish that would sort of go around the United States, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, it is. But we have our next person, Judy Laguerre, is on the phone.
Hey,
Judy. Hey, Jude.
Hi.
That's all I'm singing.
Mary, how are you?
Good, honey. How are you?
I'm great. I love listening to your ladies' show. It's just I love the theme, Tell Us Your Biz. I think that's fabulous. But you ladies are doing such a wonderful job. I've really been, enjoying listening to you.
I'm so glad you're listening.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So tell us your biz, my friend.
I'd love to, Dawn. Once again, my name is Judy Laguerre, and I've actually partnered with a leader in health and wellness. I kill fat for a living, and I've got references to prove it.
Love that. How do you kill fat?
Well, I presently coach men and women on a naturally sourced, award-winning weight loss system. It promises to shed 5 to 15 pounds in just 8 days. That comes with a 100% empty container money-back guarantee, and it works in 8-day cycles, ladies, and it consists of organic, whole food, plant-based, non-GMO supplements and gluten-free smoothies incorporated with clean eating. There are no pre-packed foods, as we're all about health and wellness, and the system will reset your metabolism and in just 8 days turn your body into a fat-burning machine. It really is the safest, fastest, funnest way to lose weight and get healthy. And I didn't stop there. I'm also obtaining certification as a mind-body coach. I'm enrolled in the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, and that is providing me with the knowledge and equipping me to address one's relationship with food, body image, self-image, self-love, etc. So
that's so important in today's society, Judy, don't you think?
It really is. I mean, we all have a relationship with food, Dawn. We
Yes.
really do, and it reflects our relationship with life. So, ladies, I'll tell you right now, you don't only have a calorie-burning metabolism, you've got an emotional one as well. So, this is giving me, my intention, ladies, really is to enable one to be their highest and best version and expression of themselves that they were meant to be in this world.
Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, Judy, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I mean, I think it goes beyond I think some of it, they do on purpose. Like they're eating the foods. The foods are making them have more of a relationship with food than they need to. but they can't help it, right?
Right. Well, ladies, let me tell you something. What I'm learning is that the food industry is actually, there's a bliss point in your brain for crunch, salt, and fat, and they study this, and they hook you to these foods.
Very
Poor
easily,
quality
too.
foods.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. I love my popcorn, and I'm not giving it up.
As long as you eat non-GMO, I'm fine with that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, honey, for calling in. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Judy.
You're so
How can people get a hold of
welcome.
you?
Yeah. Tell us how they can get a hold of you.
They can call me directly at 775-846-0075, or they can shoot me an email at justaskjude@gmail.com. So it's JUSTASKJUDE@gmail.com.
Great.
Now, you're like the opposite of Judge Judy, right?
Better believe it, and I thank you for that compliment. Although she's, you know what? I actually think she's a pretty tough cookie. I admire her.
She's
so I
phenomenal
take
in
that
her
back.
role.
Absolutely.
Right? And,
She sure is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, girlfriend, for calling in.
You're welcome, ladies. Have a blessed evening.
You too.
Bye, Judy.
So,
Bye.
okay. Getting back to
We don't
you.
even have to keep coming. I mean, I love this sort of
I
everybody
know,
like
right?
chiming in. It's everybody's business.
I
mean,
know,
there's
that's
so.
true.
Listen, we
So
could talk about
much.
so many things.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely. Let's talk about we're actually going to have a fundraiser for the Rosie Foundation.
which I'm very excited about.
Oh, me too. Me too. Because the last one we had was in March, and it was extremely successful. So I'm hoping that this month, not next month, July 23rd, we're having it at Scuola Vecchia, which they have the most amazing pizza.
I think you should say the name of that pizza place a little slower so people understand.
Okay, it's Scuola Vecchia,
Where?
which means old school. It's in Delray Beach, right across from the Colony Hotel. And they flew in their pizza oven from Italy, from Naples, Italy. Shut up.
Shut the front door.
Absolutely, girlfriend,
Right.
because it is the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. Yes.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
And I'm Italian.
Do they have a gluten-free pizza?
Yes, they
Okay,
do.
then I'm there. All day.
They absolutely
I got to
do.
be strict, yeah.
Yes, so if you want to come and you're a woman and you love jewelry and you want to help us raise money for the Rosie Foundation, please reach out to me at dawn@sparkleoflife.com or call me at 954-309-2234. Right?
My number is just 555-BABE. I'm just kidding.
And she's gorgeous. The first time I met this woman, I'm telling you, right? Because you came to one of my luncheons.
I came to your luncheon. Tracy Miller from Miller Construction invited me.
Right.
Plug
she
for
did.
Tracy. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
And she introduced us, and I looked at you and I
The
said,
first thing you said to me,
was
besides hi. Besides hi.
I said, hi, you're beautiful. and yeah, I mean, and then we became fast friends. I mean, and we've done so
Instant.
much.
Not fast, instant.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And we've done a lot together. And we're working on a huge project that we can't say anything about
A couple
yet.
of huge three.
Yes. Yeah.
3 huge projects.
3 huge projects. Easy for me to say.
Yeah. Rewind.
Hello. Yeah, but we can't say anything about the bigger project, but we will. We'll at some point talk about it. But yeah, it's amazing how God brought you into my life, and I'm so thankful that He did. Absolutely, Michelle.
I mean, it's just been a, I don't want to say wild ride because you're not totally wild. That was way, 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 way back in your past.
Oh, way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be a little wild, but not anymore. I'm very conservative. People think I'm crazy.
But you're fun.
I am fun.
Yeah, we have a blast
Yes,
together.
we do. Absolutely. I know, right? We both love champagne. Hello. Moet is the best. And you are the one that taught me how to say that, because I thought it was Moet.
Okay, so I think people should look it up, because there is a controversy over Moet versus Moet. But
Right.
I have been told by numerous people, and if you look it up on YouTube, they will tell you it's Moet et Chandon.
Right. And I never knew that. So now I say Moet, and it feels really weird because I thought it was Moet.
But I love Cristal. That's my favorite. It's my favorite.
Gosh, yeah.
But listen, I mean, there's some great sparkling, some great Prosecco's around that you just have to taste test it. Yeah. How fun is that?
Amen to that. Yeah, I'm so there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's get back to you. Okay. So let's talk about the conference that you went to. It was I've
been to so many.
I know, but the one about customer service, because that to me is the most important part of being an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think customer service will ever go out of style, no matter what. And what Dawn is talking about is the Secret Service Summit that was last year in October in Cleveland. It's the John DeJulius Group, which oddly enough was he owns several salons, which was my first business.
Really?
Yeah. So that's where I became an entrepreneur. That's where I learned about, I mean, Dawn, you could come in and get your hair done. And back then it was all walk-in, referral, word of mouth. There was no social media. There was no, I mean, people may have looked at an ad in the paper. I mean, but that, really it was word of mouth referral.
Yeah.
And so you could walk in and we would have a chat. I would learn your hair, which, by the way, I can still trim your hair, even though I know you don't trust anyone.
No,
I can still trim those curls, and you would never know.
And that's the challenge.
And I could tell you my toughest case with that. So, just saying. But anyways, so you may need color, today, and then depending on what we did, if we foiled it or whatever, you may not come back for 2 months or 3 months, right? It doesn't matter. I would be able to pick up on the conversation that we left off from. I would say, hey, what happened about this, with this, whatever. I mean, and we were all friends, and you became friends with your clients, and you exchanged gifts, and you help. I mean, I had one client that would pick up my son from daycare and bring him to the salon when it was time for her appointment, and she would stop by 7-Eleven and get him some M&Ms and, whatever. But she was great though. I mean, that's just sort of the rapport that you build. So customer service never goes out of style.
No.
And everywhere my husband and I, significant other, man, whatever, my man, we travel a lot together. Yeah. He speaks, and he was actually speaking at the Secret Service Summit, but we travel a lot, and we pay attention. We notice all those little details, because it's just, it makes or breaks a situation, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your experience, all about the experience, all about the experience.
And what people remember, and I remember we were doing an event at Mar-a-Lago last year.
Yes.
And a woman came in, and she wanted a glass of Chardonnay or white wine, whatever it was. And Michelle said, let me go get that for you. And I was like, hello.
Why not? I would do that whether I was working or not.
But still, that extra step that you take to take care of your client or your potential client, because she, I don't even know.
You may be talking to someone now that may not come to fruition until next year.
Isn't that the truth?
The relationships you build now, and I can tell you as a business, I mean, one of the things that Steve and I do is, when we go out, we like to sit at the bar a lot.
I know, you said that, and I hate the bar.
Really? I love the bar because we meet so many interesting people there, and you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, Steve's gotten clients from it, I've gotten clients from it, or I've connected them to something else that they need that may not even be me.
Yeah.
But they remember me. And so they'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, I know this person, or I can get you this or that or whatever. I mean, that's what they remember, right? They remember people who help people. It's all about relationships.
I know. And I've always had, it's interesting because when you go to a networking event.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. That was the next thing in my mind.
Well, go for it.
So Steve, when he, does his speaking engagements, or he trains salespeople, and he's a salesman, so he's not a certified trainer.
Right,
he's actually a salesperson. networking is one letter away from not working.
No kidding.
So networking is not an event. It's not something you go, oh, I have this BNI thing, or I have this, chamber event here, and nothing wrong with either of those. I'm just not dissing any of them. But it's not an event. It is a lifestyle. It's everywhere you go. It's talking with the person in the valet line. It's talking,
or in the bathroom, because us women, we know,
right? Or your dry cleaner. The dry cleaner. How many people have the dry cleaner knows everybody, right? So
That's true.
it's everywhere. Sitting at the bar, it's the owner of the restaurant, it's the host. Wherever you go, it's your window tint person. It doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
There is always a way that you can help somebody else, and that's where it starts first.
That's what it's all about, is helping other people, because I love to help people, because we're in this world together, and we're in this world to help one another. And there's so much to go around, and people who do this, no. It's people who do this. Let me help you. Let me introduce you to so-and-so. Like Dawn and Freddie from the Brooklyn Cafe are so amazing. I can't even tell you guys. They have been so gracious to me. They have allowed us to go on the Rosie Foundation to give out $5,000 worth of grants on their show. And oh my gosh, I met them over 2 years ago. They just celebrated their 2-year anniversary, and I'm so blown away. I know.
It's amazing.
Congratulations to you guys.
Listen, anything that people keep persevering in, that's what it's about.
And they are growing like crazy. I am so blessed to have them in my life, as I am with you, Michelle. I'm just like, I'm so blown away how God has opened doors. And you know what? I don't believe you walk through that door. You never know where it's going to lead. You don't know what's going to happen. And you walk through that door and you see what happens. You have no idea who you're going to meet, when you're going to meet that person, and how they're going to help you in the future, but also help them get whatever it is that they need to help them with. Promote them, get them out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always give and take, but if, you wake up every day and you're just grateful and you're focused on what can I do to be the best that I can be today.
Absolutely.
And that it always includes helping someone else first, no matter what it is. It could be opening a door.
Isn't that the truth, though? And I'm so thankful that you were able to join us tonight, Michelle. You have no idea how much. I'm so happy you're here. Seriously, we really had fun tonight, right?
Babe, we're like twins.
I know.
We're opposite twins.
Totally. I got curly, she's got straight.
We have Italian last names. I'm not exactly Italian
but you were married to an Italian, so that works, right?
Listen, that's all that matters, right?
Absolutely.
I have cred somehow.
Absolutely. Listen, how can we reach you, Michelle?
Okay, you can always reach me on my cell phone, 214, which is a Dallas area code. I've had that number for like 20 plus years. I'm not changing it. 214-534-7444. Text me, call me. I always answer or respond unless I absolutely know for a fact that is spam.
Thank you.
Love you.
We're done. Love you too.
This has been Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv production.